What is up, guys? This is KHGamerz here, and I'm bringing with another episode of KHGamerz 3 for you guys today. Sorry not for making a lot of these videos because I am running fresh out of ideas. Make sure to write down in the comments below since the topics that we want to be talking about because I am fresh out of ideas. Make sure to go do that. So yeah, sorry not bringing you an episode of this series in a while. But anyway, what are you gonna do? So nowadays, people are talking resolutions. Resolutions of games like Rise on the Xbox One. It's running 900p, 30 frames per second. That's not good cred. Dead Rising 3, 720p, 30 frames per second. Granted, there's a lot of zombies on there, so they're gonna have to process that a lot, and probably won't have much for graphics in that department because it's all the processing power going for the zombies. But still, 720p 30 frames per second, people don't like it. And it's an exclusive, so that's bad too. But the PS4 is seems to be getting more 1080p games than the Xbox One. So people are saying that PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One. They are not listening to developers saying it's like the exact same hardware, when it kinda is. And people are saying PS4 is more powerful. So that got me thinking, what resolution will KHGamerz 3 be running out on the PS4 and Xbox One? It's not a question that a lot of people are asking. It's not a question that should be probably talked about right now. But, fresh out of ideas, we can make predictions, and when the actual resolution for the game is announced, I will make sure to make a video about my thoughts on it. So make sure to look out for that in the very far future, because we probably won't learn about the resolution for like a year. But still, we should make a video. So, what resolution will the game be running at? So there are two versions of it, the PS4 version and the Xbox One version. Seeing that PS4 has more 1080p games than the Xbox One, that's making me think it's more powerful. At first, I was thinking like some insane stuff for KHGamerz 3 that's like impossible, would be impossible to do even this early in the console's lifespan. 2 years in, come on. So I was just thinking like 1440p, 30 frames per second. I was thinking like outrageous stuff, like out of this world. And I was just thinking to myself, dude, you're crazy. And so, I did the calculations, I looked at the specs, and I looked at the graphics and stuff, and I calculated it all in my head because my brain is super powerful, you must fear it all. I determined that at the very bare minimum that they have to put it on there is 1080p, 60 frames per second. So that's going to give a lot of good credit to the PS4 version because they know the PS4 version is going to sell the most. That's a given. Because it's mainly PlayStation people like KHGamerz 3, so yeah. And they know that it's kind of have more powerful hardware, so they want the game to look beautiful. They don't want this game to look ugly because people have been waiting for this for so long. They want this thing to look freaking amazing. By the looks of the trailer, it already is, but that's not a place where they're satisfied yet, so the graphics are going to get me even more better. Oh my god. It's just insane. So, I say at the very bare minimum, they have to put it at 60 frames per second, 1080p. On the PS4. But on the Xbox One, I say 1080p, 30 frames per second. Because, well, they still have to develop really good graphics for the Xbox One version. But I can see them going with 30 frames per second on the Xbox One because they're corporations, they're lazy. They don't want to do much stuff on the version of the game that they do not make. So I'm guessing they will make the PS4 version better, way better, and the Xbox One version kind of poor and lacking features and all this stuff because PlayStation app, PlayStation IP. You get what I'm saying? And Xbox One, I say 1080p 30 frames per second on the bare minimum. But hopefully they can get in at 1080p 60 frames per second on the Xbox One. I hope they can do that. And at the very most, on the PS4, I say 1440p, 30 frames per second. I'm going there. I am going there. But that probably will not happen. Because it's way too early in the lifespan to do that. Way too early. I say 5 years in we'll start getting some 1440p games. 30 frames per second only, but we'll start getting some 1440p because I guess they can handle it. And is that 2K? Is that what that is? Hopefully I'm right. And we'll see some 4K games coming along the line when everybody starts getting the 4K TVs. But I say, at the very, very minimum, they have to make the game 1080p 6 frames per second on both. But I can understand if they want to make it 1080p 30 frames per second on the Xbox One. And at the most, on the Xbox One, I say 1080p 60 frames per second. They have to make it 60 frames per second because Kingdom Hearts in 60 frames per second, oh my god. That would be freaking awesome. So, but don't exclude 1440p 30 frames per second because I know Square Enix can do some really good stuff with some hardware. I don't think that I could, or this early on. Don't go judging me in the comments saying, oh, you just want the graphics to be so good and you're just assuming stuff. That's what I am. But that's what we're doing right now, assuming, because we don't know much of anything about this game yet. So, I say both of the versions have to be 1080p 60 frames per second. That's going to be a little hard to do on the Xbox One, but with that ES RAM that is in there, seeing that they could code well for the cell processor, I can see that they could code well for the Xbox One, but they're developers, they're lazy. They don't want to make a multi-platform game that they'll have to program more stuff for the other version. You can see that the PS3's launch when most games were not coming out for the PS3 because of that cell processor. I am just making this video way too long, alright? I need to wrap this up. So in summary, Kingdom Hearts 3 has to be 1080p, 60 frames per second, or just 60 frames per second, whatever, on PS4 and Xbox One, so people can be happy. Kingdom Hearts 6 frames per second, 60 frames per second, oh my god, that would be so awesome. Fighting Heartless in 60 FPS, that would be freaking epic. But should we talk about a Wii U version? I talked about that, and I'm starting to doubt that notion nowadays. So, PS4 version and Xbox One version have to be at least 60 frames per second to make people happy. And the graphics have to look amazing, and by the looks of it, the graphics are freaking epic. Why am I keeping spaces between all of my words? I am just out of it today. So yeah, 60 frames per second, 1080p. That's what they should strive for. So, it's time for face cam videos now. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you missed me because I missed you very much. After that 6-second pause in time. I missed you very much. Yeah, this is the part where I make updates about my videos. Sorry if I offended you in any way. I am making a video about the top 3 gameplay features people want in Kingdom Hearts 3. But I can't get the third one. I only have 2 in my mind. I've been thinking and thinking, like, what is that third one? What is the third one that people want? But I can't think of it. It's just oblivious to me right now. So, make sure to write down in the comments below some things that you want in Kingdom Hearts 3, gameplay features-wise. So, because I want to know. Because I need to think of that third one. I've been thinking all day about it and I can't think of it. I have got... I don't want to spoil it, so yeah, let's just keep that out. I have a plan for lots of videos down the line. Lots of videos. Because when my channel starts to take off again, which it kind of is, I will start making more awesome videos for you guys because I'm getting more subscribers and I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry, I have like a headache or something. I need to take some like pain relievers or something because I have a headache. I'm tired. I am just out of it. Sorry if I sounded really like repeating myself a lot, which I do a lot, so that's kind of normal. Sorry if I put space between words, I am just out of it. But that doesn't not mean we cannot make a video, does it? No, it does not. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. Sorry this is very short, it's because I don't have much to talk about. And let's do the outro. Make sure to write down in the comments below some discussion topics that you want to talk about. Please do that because I am fresh out of ideas. And I may feature talking in the next video. I may feature the channel on video as well. So make sure you gotta do that. Make sure to subscribe, become a KHGamerz owner. My goal is at 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me reach that goal, make sure to subscribe. This has been KH, centrally your known place for everything Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy related. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.